Hello everybody. Hey, I thought I would come on real quick and show you two other uses of the Festive Snow Globe by Heartfelt Creations. This can be purchased at Country Craft Creations, and the die set comes with 6 pieces, and let me show you those 6 pieces. So there is the actual outline of the snow globe. Then there is a circle, so for the inside of the snow globe. There is this piece that will cut a smaller circle, and you'll notice there's a bar here. You can also place these snowflakes. Let me take one off. I haven't used the snowflakes yet. You can place those inside here and cut, and then you'll have a bar here in the center if you put one on the top and one on the bottom of these snowflakes. And then also it comes with the little decorative piece at the bottom. Okay, so using these pieces, I wanted to be able to use it for more than just a snow globe, and I'm sure some of you have seen that people use the snow globe die for gumball machine, and so I wanted to do that because I have some birthday cards that I need to make. And so what I did was I used the different pieces, and I'll show you what I cut out. Now, I normally would do all the same color, but I was just playing around with it and I just used what I had handy. So I cut out one piece that was the actual snow globe, okay? Then I cut out a piece that had the middle empty. So what you do to accomplish that is you place the snow globe in, and then you're going to place this in the center and line it up, and then when you cut it, put it through your cutter, that circle in the center will come out, and so you have this piece. Okay, so it's going to end up going on top. Now you could leave it like that if you wanted, but I wanted after I'd cut, I wanted mine to be a white background, so I went ahead and cut just a plain white circle, and I'm going to place that on the inside here. Okay, so you could just make a blue gumball machine if you want, but I wanted to do a piece of acetate on the top so that it looked like it was behind glass. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue the white piece down in the center of this snow globe, or I guess I could say gumball machine now. And I'm just going to try and get it as close to the center as possible. Okay. And this is what my original one looks like that I was messing with. I have a little banner. This I did not use. I just cut out a rectangle and then fishtailed the corners. I had a stamp for happy birthday, and I decided to use glitter for the gumballs just to kind of give it some life. This is supposed to be where the gumball comes out, and this is actually supposed to be like the crank that you turn when you put your coin in. So I don't know if that's what it looks like, but that's what I went with. Okay, so this is the end result of what I did. So after I have this done, I went ahead and I ran the circle die. Actually, I ran this with acetate, and then I had to trim it. Now this did not cut all the way through on my machine, so I had to put it in a couple of times, and then I ended up just having to cut around the indentations because it never did really cut. And so I made a circle that I can glue onto this piece. Okay, so I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but there's my acetate piece, and I'm going to use my art glitter glue, and I'm going to go ahead and place glue lightly around the circular part of the globe because I want it to have a chance to dry. And then I'll just place try and center it and get it on there just right so that you don't see the acetate through the... Okay, so I'm going to push that down and use a wet wipe. And if any glue comes out, I'm going to try and wipe that off. So even though it will dry clear, I don't want glue showing if I can get it off of there. All right, so I have that attached. Now you'll see that you can see the white glue. That'll dry clear. And I'm just going to set that off to the side. Okay. So then I just use my 3/4 inch circle punch, and I just cut a bunch of random circles so that those will be the gumballs. And so I am just going to start gluing them around the bottom. You have to remember gravity, so you don't want just random ones without them coming towards the bottom. You can't be floating in the air. And I do some overlapping, and I tried to get a variety of colors. And it's however many you like the look of. Okay, we'll do a couple more. So now I'll do some going up more towards the sides here. And I'll do one more. What color do I want? I'll do... Do I have another gold one? I used gold thinking that looked like yellow. I thought I had another one. Oh, there it is. Okay, I can't pick it up. My fingers are cold. Okay. Okay, now I have glitter all over, so I'm going to try and dust that off. Now, like I said, if you don't want cellophane or the acetate, excuse me, you could just leave it like that and then stamp something or do the banner. I'm still letting that other piece dry, so let me show you this. This is a, what are those? Are these Fiskars? I don't remember. Is this the brand? Yeah, I think it's Fiskars, yeah. This is actually to make a tie or a bow of some sort. So I just used this top one right here as the crank. So when you cut that out, it looks like this. Okay, and I thought, well, that kind of looks like a crank, so that's what I'm going to put down at the bottom. And then I still wanted it to look like the gumball was coming out, so I used a circular silver one. Again, I got to find the silver one to look like that's where the gumball comes out of. Okay, how come I can't find the silver one? Seriously? Where did it go? Well, I'll just cut another one. I just have it over here. Alright, so then I would make that look like that's where the... Now you could just do that if you don't like the crank look, and maybe I'll do this one without that. So let me take a look at my... Looks like it's getting dry, it's more clear. So now I'm going to place glue along on the back side so I can attach it. Okay, and I want to line it up as close as I can because I didn't do the same color, so alright. Now acetate's kind of hard to get to adhere, I think. So the art glitter glue works, but you have to like leave it alone for a little while. You have to let it sit, and I have little glitter pieces all over. That's going to drive me nuts, but alright, so I'm just going to leave that alone and not touch it for a little bit. I probably should have put one here, but okay. So you can decide if you want that on there as the crank. I think this time I'll just put that to look like where the gum comes out. Okay. I stamped, that's a bad one. I stamped happy birthday onto a rectangular piece of paper. I'm going to go ahead and fishtail the ends by cutting a slit up the center and then cutting at an angle on each side. I'm going to do that to both ends. And then I have this little dowel or skewer, and I'm going to try and make it wavy so that it's going to go across the top here, and it has some dimension to it. Okay, so that's pretty good. And then I'm just going to glue that down. I'll just put a little bit here and get one end attached. And then I'll put some glue about right here. All right, and then you could put that on the front of a card. So that's using the snow globe in a different way. And then there was one other thing I wanted to show you with the snow globe, and that was to kind of try and mimic a piece of wrapped candy. So let me show you the pieces I'm going to use. I haven't put one together yet to show you. And this may not even look like a wrapped piece of candy. We'll find out after I get it put together. So once again, I cut out a regular snow globe. That's white, so it's hard to see. And I cut out one that had the circle out of the middle. Now, what's going to happen is I'm going to turn them sideways, and I'm going to place one on top of the other, like so. But I want it to look like peppermint on the inside. So if you have red and white paper, that would be best. I had paper that looked like peppermint from Christmas Cheer. So I cut this out, and I'm just going to place that in the center here. So even though it's not 100% looking like a piece of candy, there's a bunch of candy red and white on there. So I think it'll work. This will go really fast. So I'm going to center that. Then I'm going to glue this on top like so. But you have to decide, do you want to leave it like that, or do you want cellophane, I keep saying cellophane, acetate on the top so that it looks like it's in a wrapper. So this is what I have, glitter everywhere. So do you want a piece of acetate on there? I don't know if you can tell a difference in the camera with the acetate and without. I'm going to go ahead, I think I'll put it on there. I've already got it cut. So let me put a bead of art glitter glue around here. And this could go on a package or on a card. Okay, let that dry for a second. Now I'm thinking that I might need to put little lines coming out, like 3 lines, to kind of look like it's gathered on the wrapper. And I'm going to do that, and watch, I'll probably hate it. No, I won't hate it. But I might, we'll see what happens. It's just, if it doesn't look good, I won't do that on the next one. But all right, so I'm going to go ahead and put glue on this so I can attach it. Oh, Rannells, no. Mistake, mistake, mistake. I don't want glue on this part down here. Don't put glue, because that's going to be hanging off the edge. Duh. You just want to put glue around the circular part. Okay, so no glue on the bottom, just around the circle. Okay. And I'm going to put that on like so and line it up. Okay, so I'm going to put 3, I'm going to use black. I don't know how this is going to look. I want fine tip, and I don't think I have a fine tip. All I have is this. Ugh, that's not going to work. Let's see, what's this end? Nope. Oh, wait a minute. What about this? I have one of those, where's it at? The clicky Sharpie? No, maybe I don't. Oh, I thought I did. I had one of those thin line Sharpies. As many pens and pencils as I have, you would think I could find what I was looking for. Let's see, let me look one other place. Huh. I don't know how this is going to look because I don't have a real fine tip. So I'll just, I hope this doesn't wreck it. Ugh, that might look kind of dumb. Maybe if I do them closer together. Nope, don't do that. I don't like the look of that. That doesn't look right. Ugh. Nope. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut 2 more globes and cut out the white piece and glue them on top and hide that because I do not like that at all. So anyway, the goal was to make it look like a wrapped piece of candy. Get rid of the black marks. Don't do that on yours, and it'll be close enough, right? I'm going to try and think of another use for the snow globe die so you can get the biggest bang for your buck. But that's all I've come up with so far is the gumball machine and the wrapped candy without the black. All right, I'll keep racking my brains and see what I can come up with. Again, this die is by Heartfelt Creations, but it is found at Country Craft Creations on their online store. So I will link that in the description box so you can find it. All right, have a good one, everybody.